Hello. Welcome back to Are You Ready for Your Inspection podcast. If you're listening to this on a Monday morning, I hope you are well and you had a really good weekend. If you listen to it another day, I hope you have a really good weekend the next weekend. Anyway, this is the last podcast for 2023, and I am with Lucy, who's our ops manager. And in fact, Lucy, your job title changes all the time, doesn't it?
Yes, quite often.
Yeah,
maybe not anymore now.
We're trying to get it to be. So I thought that I'd do this podcast with you. So I'm going to move my mic, this big, if anyone's watching this is the big mic. We've gone festive. This is our Christmas tree, and if Stephen Ross is listening to this, yes, it has no leaves. It's called Bespoke, just so you know. So I thought you could join the podcast with me today, because this is the last one for 2023, and to look at what's been happening in 2023. It's been a bit of a roller coaster year in early years.
Yes.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? And so I just thought that instead of me doing this on my own, I'd get you to talk to me rather than me talk to the screen on myself. So highlights and lowlights. Then I always say that you need to do a good sandwich. So that's like a positive, a negative, and a positive. But anything for you? You can take anyone, a positive or a negative of 2023 for Jigsaw.
Well, I think the positive is that we've grown as a team.
Yep.
In 2023, quite a lot, really, because
now we have a team of 8.
Yeah, there's 8 of us.
Yeah. We have a studio. Yeah. Yeah, it was only the 3 of us.
So that's a big thing and exciting.
Yeah.
And I think we're hoping in 2024 that everyone's in where they should be in their roles, aren't we?
How many times do we say that?
Say that all the time. But 2024 is going to happen.
Is that if everyone did what everyone was supposed to do and carrying on what we do, and we all have our own roles to contribute to the bigger picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
It works swimmingly. Because
that's what happens is we do something and then something happens and then we have to go off and do something else or do someone else's role, or someone else needs more support on that and things like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
why we bring it back with our post-its, don't we? Our post-it
we do post-it days,
writing down all our jobs and our roles, and then
actually
should do what.
Talk about the post-it roles, because actually that might be a good thing to do in rooms.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, so basically we have a colour of post-it each. So like you'll have green, I'll have red, Anthony would have pink, Louise would have blue, whatever. And then we'd all write all of the different jobs we do. So break
separately,
it down separately, yeah.
So say, for example, it was, I don't know, give an example of what we would do.
Like one of Anthony's jobs is editing the podcast, but he breaks it right down to editing it, doing the audiogram, putting it on lip sync, putting the information in the newsletter, like all of the little steps, he breaks it down.
So every one of them has a separate post-it note.
Yeah. So then when we bring them all together, we go through them and say, right, is that still your role? Are you happy with that or not happy with that? And then we sometimes give it to other people. So since Louise started and she's got more time as a social media and marketing person, she took some of Anthony's, for example, putting the podcast stuff in the newsletter. She now does when she does social media rather than him doing it. So we break it all down and see. So actually in a room, that could be really good.
I know.
Everyone can do everything pretty much in a room, can't they? You can think about it.
Yeah.
So actually breaking down what everybody's doing and maybe mixing it up or putting it into different sections of who should do what.
And actually, we quite like doing those at that time, don't we? Because what we do is we put it, so on the desk the table that we're on, we'll put them all on here, won't we? And then we put large flip chart paper, and we name them roles. So it's not the person, is it? Because that's one of the things that we did in the beginning. We named it as the person, but actually it wasn't. It was the role. So say it was like operations, admin, marketing. And then what we did was we took every one of those post-it notes and put it where for the role, not the person. Because that was one thing. Yeah. And actually that is quite a good thing to do. Actually, that's a really good thing to do. Sorry, I just thought
team bonding as well, isn't it, when we do it? And also I think it makes you realise what everyone does, because actually you don't know necessarily I mean, maybe different in a room so you can see it, but like in our office, if everyone just gets on with their jobs, you don't actually know what everyone's doing. So it gives us an opportunity to say, this is what we do, be proud of what we do. And then also for people to respect that you've actually got quite a big workload, perhaps, and help you out.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's what we did when we looked at all the post-it notes on one of the flip chart papers. We were like, oh my God, how on earth do they get everything done? Well, they don't, because we realized they don't get everything done. And so actually, who's going to take it? Yeah.
And some of them, like the newsletter, is that post-it that we're like, right, you've done it, didn't work, you do it, or who wants to do it, let's try that.
Yeah, it was that.
So there is a few that go around like that, isn't there?
Yeah, and and that's when you find the right person to have the right job. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and you could do that with room leaders, I suppose, as well, couldn't you? The setting manager could do it with the room leaders.
That could help delegate a few jobs out to them and give them some more ownership and more leadership, while the manager then doesn't have to do as much. Hopefully.
No.
There's no ownership on them.
Never thought about talking about this on this podcast, but actually I went off and see, like we do.
Could be useful.
Could be useful, exactly. Okay, and the negatives of happening with us this year.
Our Facebook problems, definitely.
Yeah,
it was not great, was it? And we still get the odd
every day
message.
Do you know every day? Do you see them every day? Yeah. So basically, it was when we were in Manchester, wasn't it?
Was October.
October. Our Facebook account got hacked. Money got taken out of our account. I lost every bit of profile because it was me, Vanessa Dooley, setting up all of our groups and our pages. It was my profile that got hacked. And what happens, so if there's any learning from anybody listening to this, is that I got asked to change my password because it got compromised, or it said something. What was the word it said? Copyright infringement, meta copyright infringement, which scared the pants out of me, because I was just like, and I'm a real wet lettuce, because I was just like, oh, I don't like anything like that. I was like, oh my God, I need to change my password. So I changed my password, which then gave the hackers access to my password.
Emails and everything.
Everything, the whole PayPal. They took money out of my our Jigsaw PayPal account. Still can't get that back. But actually, that was a real big, for me personally, was a real big trigger, because I lost every photo from the last 15 to 18 years, whatever it was. Yeah, it must have been 18 years for Facebook. Every picture, every photo, every memory. And I know you shouldn't rely on Facebook, but I did. I did.
People do.
Yeah. Well, and I used to like those memories that used to come up and go, oh, look what we did 6 years ago. Yeah. And I think for me, that was the biggest downfall, which is a shame, because but actually it's made us look on the fact that actually, our emails, we should be emailing our customers now, and rather than social media. Positives then, social media wise, TikTok.
Oh yeah, amazing. What did we say? We are on, at the time of recording, we were on 19,500 or over that, I think.
19.6 thousand followers. Yeah. And our goal is to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. That is our goal.
So
if you're not following, please follow us. Do us a favour. Happy Christmas. And the other one is 100,000 likes.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
So nearly there.
98,000, I think we're on.
Are we? I don't know what it is. Yeah.
It was very close.
Very close this morning. Yeah. So, and podcasts as well. So if you're listening to this and on our podcast, I just want to say thank you very much, because at the moment, and we just had a meeting, and Anthony said we were at 35,000 downloads, which is phenomenal. How on earth does that happen? So next year, so focusing on those podcasts, because that was a big subject on our thing, is that we want to be giving more of our podcasts and doing more things. So the field team are going to be doing one recording a month to see what's going on into you know, what we've seen in our audits and our consultancy.
Really
yeah, so once a month, if you're listening to this, you're going to expect sort of what our findings are and any advice that we can give. The other thing is, if you're listening to this and you're an early years manager and you're not on our early years manager impact group, we are going to be doing weekly lives.
Yeah.
So one week we're going to do it during the day, 1 week we're going to be doing it in the evening. So you may get to see me in my pajamas, and I'm really sorry if you're in my pajamas. Yeah. But we just want to literally raise those profile and provide that support for early years settings in the best possible way, because it's hard, isn't it, out there for them. Yeah.
We don't want everyone to feel alone. We want them to know that we're here for them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what. Yeah. So that's it from us for the last 2023 podcast. I can't believe how long we've been doing it.
We said today, didn't we? Was it over a year or 2 years?
No, it's 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, it's 2, and we've not stopped.
No.
There has never been, we don't do seasons. We do break between Christmas and New Year. But we don't stop at all. No, we don't. So if you are listening to the podcast, please subscribe. Also, we're now on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's really good to have you. Louise is itching to get up to so many subscribers, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah, she is.
She's like that. That'll make her.
Yeah, just go and subscribe and then unsubscribe next year. Yeah, be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah, you won't notice. So from us to them, have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. And
2024.
Oh my God. Where does that year go?
No, scary.
I know.
Really scary.
Yeah. And if you want any support with anything or anything, just pick up the phone and we can have a chat. Have a great Christmas. See you next year. Ready. Just 2024 is all about adding impact. Yes. All adding impact. Yeah. And take good care. See you soon.